Hi guys, how are you all today evening? Good evening. In our series of anecdotes about the case history of several living entities who were famous and successful, to know what destiny is and how it plays, let us talk about another case history. There is an institute in a place called Pune in the Maharashtra state of India. In this city of Pune, there is an institute which teaches film craft and visual communication, including acting. It was established in the early 60s. One of its students was a boy called Anil. At the same time, there was another boy called Amit who was a BSc graduate from Delhi who wanted to become an actor, but he could not join the institute and he became an employee in a shipping company in Calcutta. Now, in the late 60s, Anil completed his graduation from the institute, did some movies in the institute, plus landed a few roles also outside the institute. He became a successful film actor. Amit, on the other hand, also struggled in Bombay, got some roles, but his films flopped, and so he was nowhere in the market. Anil was successful and Amit was not. Now, Anil was approached by some South Indian film producers from Madras. Chennai was at that time called Madras. So, Anil used to go there and at the invitation of these producers used to stay in a hotel called Savera in Chennai. Whenever the producers came to him with briefcases of money and signed him up for movies, they used to see that there was another young angular guy sitting in the corner on a stool in Anil's room. After they had discussions with Anil, Anil used to introduce this angular guy to those people. This is a friend of mine who is also a film actor. If you want, you can sign him for a role, he used to say. This boy used to, shyly introduce himself to those producers who nodded their heads in unison and told this boy, don't worry, keep struggling. We will see if we can place you in some of our movies. This was in the late 60s and early 70s. However, before the mid 70s came, things changed. Anil's movies began flopping, and Amit, the unsuccessful failure who used to sit in Anil's room, got some roles which made him an actor and an established star. Rest is history. Within a period of 8 years, Amit, that struggler, that failure, had become a superstar, and Anil had gone into shadows or gone into oblivion. After this, the whole world remembered only amidst that failure, but they conveniently forgot Anil. Years later, when Amit was a mega star, Amit came from the airport to his house. While coming back from flight in an airport, he turned towards the place where other employees were working. He found a familiar place among the employees. He gradually gravitated towards the man, looked at him carefully. Everyone smiled sheepishly. He said, "Are you Anil?" Anil said, "Yes. I have stopped getting roles in movies, so I became an employee in the airport." What a tragedy, or what a comedy, or what a coincidence. Anil, who was a superstar and who used to introduce Amit to other producers, had become an airport employee, and Amit became a superstar who looked at Anil in the airport and asked him, "Are you the same Anil who introduced me in Madras?" That is destiny. As I told you, destiny is a full circle. What goes up comes down, and what comes down goes up. Amit was none other than the living legend, the international living legend, Amitabh Bachchan. This is what I wanted to tell you people from an anecdote that has happened before our eyes in this very life. Something that can make us believe that miracles do happen. Actually, it is not miracle. It is only destiny and karma. As I had told you before, in every living entity's life, there is a slice of destiny. This destiny has three parts. One is good, one is indifferent, and one is bad. Which part of the slice comes before and which comes in later, nobody knows. Some people succeed early, then go into average and then failure. And some start with failure, go to average and then succeed. And some are average, then failure, then successful, etc. It is only a permutation and combination of these three things in destiny. We must remember this, and we should assure ourselves that no failure makes a man foolish, nor excessive success makes a man brilliant. It is all a matter of time. Those who fail succeed one day or the other if they keep persisting, persevering, and working hard. It takes time for some to find their base, and some get their roots early. That does not mean that those who have been struggling are fools and those who were successful are brilliant. No, one was very lucky, other was not. That's all. The failure will certainly succeed in life one day or the other. That is the gist of the story. Kindly let me know what you think of my story. If you sincerely believe that what I am talking makes sense, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep reminding you of my other videos. Please pardon me for any mistake, error, or blunder in my appearance, spelling, grammar, etc. Because when I am talking to you on serious spiritual or material matters, I tend to ignore these frivolous things. Till we meet in my next video, it is good evening from TSV Raghavan.